Okay, I'm back. So today we're just going to do the Archon Quest, and then tomorrow we'll do this. The script has a lot of crazy lore drops in the trailers, but we'll get to that tomorrow. But first, let's get this done. I heard it's only like 2 hours ish, so it shouldn't be too long. Also, apparently Dane is muted, but the rest of the characters aren't. Hopefully, it's not too bad to play this in English. But let's get started. Huh. So it starts in Netland. I mean, hey, we can see a background in Netland. Yeah, starting.
Annihilate.
Yeah, understand?
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Oh, you have no idea. You omitted the entire Netland Archon Quest.
Oh hey, Kochi-san! What are you doing here all by yourself? Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count. Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
I mean, didn't you train to be go above your own weight class? But it is fantasy world, so suddenly you're playing real logic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you. Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Yan-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look. Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area.
And then immediately after she sees this,
That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing! Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
that's a little bit simple. It's gonna lead into a whole thing. What are we supposed to do?
Extinguished!
wish I have my Netland team now. Hey.
Let's burn this breeze.
What's this? Was there always a cave here? We should go take a look, right? Seems like a thing to do on a... Hey! There's a hilichurl here. Is it... sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away here? Ah! You woke it up! Huh? It ran away! Guess our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now. You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
Yeah, it looks like it came from Sumeru.
What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
Hibernation chamber. Oh, okay.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? Wait. You mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat? So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
Yeah, we'll see. We have a spaceship. I guess potato is not important. I still have mine.
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is... Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien! Oh, wait, no. Descender. But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your sister lost her key somewhere not far from here. Then that hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it.
We'll just give it back to her and then she'll disappear for another year.
If that's true, it means your sister was here recently. Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ansan's patrol on a whim. And now, we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your sister. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ansan?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you we were actually just about to go meet up with you.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Wait, canceled?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Huh?
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
Wait, didn't we just repel the normal one a few months ago?
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off?
Oh, you're confident now.
Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
I guess a distraction?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to.
Is this actually 2 hours?
Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case. Great, then let's head over together. Malika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Yeon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
Do they care about each other? I don't think so.
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters. However, this is still a war. So we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
Guess we have something else to do. This one's personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
I know their boss.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what her goal could be?
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, he's been trying to track his sister down and get some answers. But she's been avoiding him.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right? Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me.
We'll never see her again.
Look, it's Eulalie!
It's out in the wild.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
Oh, I want to hear that voice in the other game.
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Eulalie out of the house.
She's just wandering out like a wild animal.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey! She's saying your sister has poor taste.
Wait, what? Are you saying his sister is a member of the Abyss Order?
I mean, no point trying to hide it. Wait, does it? So I think this is the first time we just announced to the world that our sister's a terrorist.
I only said that because I was mad.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Seat Lolly. Anyway, let's get 'em!
Let the world come alive! Everybody stand back! Shoot! Locked on! Bullseye! Yeah! Strike a pose! Time to shine! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Knock them down.
Get to work! You two! Time to end them! Let's fly! Phew. Much better. That's more like it.
Okay, that fight was so flashy that my stream dropped a lot of frames. I mean, more than usual.
Whew, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcement.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know it hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
Okay, where's that big guy? That's the tallest dinosaur.
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold!
Okay, there's a big guy over here.
This is just my...
Alright.
Open fire! Bullseye! Locked on!
Forward! Crush them!
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it!
Couldn't break the curse. Bullseye! Open fire! Open fire!
The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance!
Fire in the hole! Let's fly!
Warriors! Attack! After them!
guess we'll do this.
The show begins! Let my name echo in something!
Suffer the wrath of Eastleaf! I'm
What the fuck?
sorry. Bullseye! Locked on! Locked on! Open fire! Open fire! Ha! Fulfill our pact! Sa! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Cha! Yeah! Ha! You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Night Wind!
All who resist the abyss will pay the price!
Lolene, East Papa, get him! Show no mer- Take me up! Open fire! Locked on! Let the world collide! Fulfill our pact! Let's fly!
The end will come!
Open fire! Open fire!
Hold on to your hats.
Well, this is awkward.
Show no mercy!
Oh, never mind.
The end is nigh.
The show begins!
Locked on! Locked on! Coming! Ha! You two! Time to end them! Get to work!
The abyss shall rise.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
The Abyss Orders all.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology. Well, whatever. I'll just have to.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense, but this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the—
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defense.
Back to square one. Oh, don't worry, a special summon is going to show up any moment.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that, but you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
We have plenty of chance. We really have the key to your house.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Oh no, dropping frames again.
Coming!
That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Beyonsan and Lali are waiting for us.
They are.
Oh, we've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your sister's pocket as she passed by? Huh. Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here. Please help me.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, who are you? What happened?
I mean, look at her eyes. You know this music?
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things. Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Yep.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now. Great! Thank you, Savior.
Oh, we're gonna hear that name a lot.
Savior?
Let's light it up! Show no mercy! Ha! Bullseye! Open fire!
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. You just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny, actually. Oh, really?
Sure. It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Oh, what is it now?
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Oh, wow, Paimon. Yeah, that was making some sense.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
Deirdith.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With him around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters? Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see, but more importantly, to the monster.
It's nothing serious. but I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Good idea! We'll take you!
Phew, thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah! You already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdre?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore. Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
I guess we traveled into the past again.
Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us. So my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw him.
Nope, I still don't get it.
Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And he's already got a ton of titles, so he won't mind one extra.
Actually, I don't think it's him.
Well, yeah, you just said it's not him.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young woman.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really? Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be her.
She went to a ton of places. The Aranara, all kinds.
Who? Who is it? You have a sister? Oh, then that's it! Oh, it's her! It has to be! Oh, thank goodness! Please, can you take me to see her?
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find her.
Huh? But isn't she your sister?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for her anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together. Yes, everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched. See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdre? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3's?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
All right then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy.
Okay, bye-bye.
What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your sister when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and... Let's fly!
Oh, you're back! How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately.
So I take it that the war's still on? That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seem to be the Abyss Order hasn't attacked us. And since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from—
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yansa.
Great. Thanks, you two.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy. Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something.
I mean, in the moment you see them, you should tell others.
Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Then we hit to a true object. Yeah, they don't still care.
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this, like, a meet and greet?
Are you actually a soldier?
I wasn't... I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a Traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But a one-on-one chat with our great hero? That could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or or if my posture's bad, or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face. One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
What? How can you be so audacious and so...
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret... But I am still on patrol, so please...
Ugh, again with the sheepish
I guess he's the quiet type. Just fight and no talking.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life.
Ugh. Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay. Well,
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
as Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Ian-san.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His...
Traveler? You're back already? No one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay.
They really
I'll
don't give
admit
a shit,
that
do
sounds
they?
strange at face value, but regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
You don't seem to care.
Yeah, that's right. Does it mean anything to you, St. Lolly?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
With how they're doing things, they might as well just go, shoot them out. Don't need to fight.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs. Oh? Sure, what is it? Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Whew, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old!
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
I'll just say we time traveled.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior.
I feel like this is the first time anyone outside of us and Dane talks about the Abyss deeper on a deeper level.
That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Why holding hands? Why that specifically? Why not literally anything else?
What, pet her on the head?
Coming!
Here we are. Deirdre will still be here, right? Oh, it's so quiet, though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all. Traveler, watch out!
That hit as hard as a wet fart. Maybe do you really, sir?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me.
You're just gonna make them angrier. Don't worry about it.
Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Huh. That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. He already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know? Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
A pizza from Japan?
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now too. Go on then. You can join us for dinner.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdre. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real? But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter.
I mean, do we know the sky's fake? Like, also some head guy telling us that.
Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world, and that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
I really treasured my world for a really long time.
Oh, why she describe it like that?
The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then,
I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child. Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma. Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Can you see them now?
Paimon still can't see anything. But
Okay, why?
please,
Why?
be careful.
Why are we aura farming right now?
Time to shine! Fulfill our pact! Take me up! Open fire! Open fire!
Knock them down.
Bullseye! Locked on! Yeah! Adventure time! Let's fly! Locked on! Ha! Let the world come alive! Everybody stand back! Let's show no mercy! Ha! Bullseye!
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them? Oh, Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, we know we did all that for a reason.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler? All right. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
She's yapping a lot. Oh, I think I think they're supposed to be talking here, but they're muted.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
What? Did she see that?
A blood-red sky.
Oh, maybe not.
Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right? You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
I mean, can you stop her? I mean, I guess you can.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do?
Oh.
No, you go ahead. But for the rest of the night...
Oh. Do I...
Well, Deirdre, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can tell which stuff is...
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
We're like 1 hour 10 minutes in, so we haven't seen Dane yet. Oh boy, this is gonna be a wild 1 hour.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
We'll be back, or I have no idea why don't we just leave her in the collective for the plenty? But I think the story doesn't want that to happen.
That's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Uh-oh.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're... running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters. You're right! I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdre? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the... Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So, there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around that.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about it. We gotta go! Bye for now, Deirdre!
Wait. I mean, you still want to leave her after this?
See ya, and please take care.
Wait, where are they running from? I thought Dane was chasing them. Oh, not this. This is a work quest.
Hey, Yansan! We're back! We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Oh, feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start.
No, we're still mustering troops. So at first, I was also confused, but just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on this. What? One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls.
That's our kill. That's our guy.
They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated. I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to, and assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be...
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up. Dainsleif.
Wait for him.
Take me up!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yup. Were you waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
No. Okay, let me try to remember his voice. No need to thank you. Thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Eon-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite alright. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Eon-san!
We will never see her again. Everyone just kind of vanishes when Dane shows up.
Hey, Dane! Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our...
Janssen. I will remember that name, but I will not invest more emotion than is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It's a matter of principle for me.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war
Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action at such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with the Netlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. The true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on a case for some time. even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I'm none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of time. A lot of its forces are attacking Netland, so whatever they stand to gain must hold an enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Since we lack the actionable intelligence, for now we might as well continue focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever anticipate. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order forces. They're never about to mount such a large-scale campaign ever again. The outcome is well worth our time. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it! Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right.
Wow! Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
What about you? News to share on your end?
Well, actually, we found his sister's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. She must have lost it.
So she's here in person. Unsurprising, given the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably his sister.
Hold on. That girl called her the Savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
Last time I heard of that term was before Cataclysm, and not just that, it referred to your sister then too. But who would still believe in such a myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? Makes no sense.
Wait, wasn't his sister called the Princess, though? Where did this...
Well, when she was first granted the title Princess, the Winster King and the entire court of Khaenri'ah set about loudly proclaiming the might that she would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if her there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Khaenri'ah would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was the celebratory title given to the princess by those who believe in this rhetoric. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Winster King's lust for power.
Oh, sounds like the people of Khaenri'ah really believed in her.
With the homeland because she thinks she felt as a Khaenri'ah savior. I guess at this point she's recorded into this world's history, so she's no longer descender. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she is descended from the purebred Khaenri'ah. Oh, she time traveled. Afflicted with the curse of immortality, they must be resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retained her ancient belief, including the myth of the golden-haired savior. Huh, not even Dane can crack the code.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya. Except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order. We kind of promised her we'll be back in 3 days, so let's make this quick.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I'll consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Wait, oh shit. I overshot it. Will Dean be angry?
Let's fly.
No, we can't give them that much time.
Is that Dane and Neon-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news we just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Ouch, Connectland? Tonatua.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your sister there too.
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Malwika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the...
I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
He'll just go in alone, don't worry. Very well, then I'll go in there alone. Thank you for your intel, Insan.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible.
It's all right. I support your
Huh? Shouldn't you be...
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take... And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the
Thank you.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler. Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it a... Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to stay hidden and fiercely defend their position. This may be the first chance I ever had to finally make a serious stand in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I will be able to have your back. moment's notice. But if you want to any abyss pulp mechanism, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's and if you get to meet your sister again, even better. Let's go!
Okay, Dane, I choose you.
Lolene, it's Papa! Get him! Take me! Stars above.
What was it again?
Shower me with praise!
Who is this? He's a bit shy.
Get to work! Take me up! Bullseye!
Hold on to your hats.
Okay. Oh.
Let my name echo in song! I'm going in! I always bounce back. Just watch me. Fine! Falling.
Okay, I don't think he actually helps.
Time to shine! I still couldn't do it.
Okay, I'm not relying on him again.
Strike a pose!
Behold,
Let's
the
light it up!
abyss has come.
Show no mercy!
Hear the truth.
Let's run! Locked on!
The gift of grace.
Open fire!
Holy proclamation. The power of revelation.
Knock him down.
Free.
Now I'm all warmed up.
Hear ye the word.
Couldn't transcend.
Peace and hope.
Vengeance! Off we go! This is just my luck.
Oh, I think that thing is raining.
Get to work!
Okay, finally he's helping.
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh! Ha! Bullseye! Locked on! Locked on! Yeah!
Dainsleif, the relentless specter that haunts us. The abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it, vain.
I'm falling.
Fulfill our pact!
Okay, now I have a better idea.
I want to go home.
Yeah, I wanna go on too.
Show no mercy!
Abyss shall rise once again.
Rise like
Wish
smoke!
then. You wish then still no trace of your sister.
Watch out! Fulfill our pact! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get him! Shower me with praise! Let the world come alive! Ha! Locked on! Ha! Yeah!
Okay, sorry chat for the worst gameplay on earth for a kids game.
Hold on to your hats.
Dainsleif, the relentless specter that haunts us. The abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it, vain.
How brilliant! Ah! Fulfill our pact! Let's fly! Locked on! Open fire!
This is about to get messy.
Come on, Dane. Come on, Dane.
The show begins!
Damn, but still, it's so push. Yeah. Who's? I mean, if we didn't do a work quest, there'll be a giant dragon right now burning everything to the ground.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
Yes, indeed. I'll take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So, where's the Traveler's sister then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Your riddles tire me. Though one advantage is ours, at least for a moment. You know what that means for you? I'd like to see what makes you believe you already won, or that you can still turn the tides of this war.
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our princess has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. Her Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled. Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction, and then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? She used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give her some cover? Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived, and all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
I actually forgot. What did Dane said in the chasm that there's no reason to revive Conria? It brings him pain or something? What low dribble. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tire from your tedium.
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Moika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Conria has indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it now?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
I mean, we do, not Dane.
I sense something strange in my dream.
Oh,
Hard to say. I don't think it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that
Seeing the Midnight Kingdom facing the Lord of the Night. If she's convinced as a suspect, then that means whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe its lies. The notion that Conria has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. There is only one thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and this is to silence this man for good.
oh, brilliant! Time to shine!
Get into the embrace of the Abyss, and be baptized!
Adventure time!
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh! Show no mercy!
Knock him down.
Again!
Mama! Bird.
Take me! Earth below.
Couldn't transcend.
Okay, we're relying on Dane again.
Still not understand.
Let's light it up!
In vain! The Abyss Order's mission has been fulfilled!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
I will not bring
Adventure
shame
time!
to the name of the Abyss!
Okay, we'll
Let's
just let
light it
things
up!
slow this.
Do you still not understand? You battled in vain!
Benny's adventure team, I have failed you. Adventure time.
Shower me with praise!
Huh?
Give in to the embrace of the Abyss
Fulfill our pact!
and be baptized! Do you still not understand? You battled in vain! My body is failing me,
Bullseye!
but I will not bring shame to the name of the Abyss!
That should be all of them, right? So, are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Deodif is the only potential lead we have. Understand you think she might have been from the revived Conrian, yes? I said my piece. I doubt Conrian have been revived so easily, but if it will give you a peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I'll stay here and do some post-damage cleanup. Perhaps that there are some clues left to be found. I mean, why do you let that happen? I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should make sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality has struck you too, heathen.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Your arrogance and malice cost you all my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over. Okay, he's just having fun.
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions in Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Conria, you'll soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
Alright, I believe you.
Aura farming?
Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little. What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
And I thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the princess for betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them. But she was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within her had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at her choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything she's doing now, including her regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in her heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I'll never expected you to forgive her. Have you been so generous during your time at the Night Academy as my instructor? In Black Serpent Blade work, I might not have come to love you so much.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. As much as I bring that up this name, even my co-student, Cetology, was persecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. Wow, he's a buff Cetology. No, the co-students, so they are on par with each other. There's a little point discussing now, of course, but all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask of benevolence as you voraciously suppressed the next generation knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. Too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin, or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Conria we once called home.
No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Khaimera we once called home.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I'm not interested. I've needed time, no sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
No, Fate. What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Conria's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Conria from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So Loom of Fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation your mules have been performing, its purpose was to supply the loom with memories forcing it.
Indeed. We, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking! What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have felt woven from broken memories, shall itself be broken.
So that's where I'm supposed to come in. Look for assistance from your mortal enemy, but it's on to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition.
The sinner?
Of course. Your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So this was it. So this was your true goal. To lure me here, guide me in a statement, and assess. We just baited him to low drop the entire nation. A few of my females that the entire strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the loom of fate. This could be quite a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Enough about your below. You said you would pay any price for memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slayed on 100 and for a deception. I hope you're so fit. Okay, I think this will be a discuss for Dane, or the fact that he's muted. I don't know, but yeah, this is the weirdest quest of him so far.
Coming! Incoming!
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
Are you okay? Did something happen? Uh-oh. Cataclysm? Is this where Judith is right now? So she really is.
We're not from the same world, are we?
No, I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end.
You will.
In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for her, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything.
I mean, you say that, but we just scared of a bunch of monsters. If like there's some big fight scene where we save her, I guess, but not really. We just fend off some monsters and cook for her and then leave her alone for a few days.
It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place.
They could have let this in a little more slowly. It went from like 1 to 1,000 immediately.
Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your sister. Surely she must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met?
Oh no.
That way when I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching for her.
Oh no. Yeah, I guess I know what we're gonna give her.
Huh? What is it?
Yep. You can change time. And it is a unique symbol. There she is. At least I think so. Yep, there she is. So that's what happens. I guess that's the shade of time. Must have had a hand in this. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. I only knew the ending. I was been curious about the events that led to it. When the Cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Princess of Conria, was preparing to do my part to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, she found me. The irony was that Even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned. I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me, but then she showed me the key of my hibernation. She actually did it. We've been separated ever since I awakened in Tibet. I searched the whole planet and found no traces of you anywhere, and then she brought me the news at the worst possible moment. Faced with a difficult decision, I desperately wanted to see you again, but Kanrian was in equal desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'll regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the I made my decision. I went to see you. When I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. Wait, 3? I could make sense of one thing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, at the intersection of our memories. The question has haunted me for This question haunted me for past 500 years. I never imagined that the answer would come to me like this. So my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me? Asked Roth. Succeeding in bringing us together, but unfortunately it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped the Savior would rescue Kanria, save the entire world, but instead, the news she brought led the Savior to make a complete opposite decision. Is that her fate? Is that how her story must end? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now Leons of Kanria are complete. I was taught that Tibet's leyline were locked by the heavenly principle. No more can be added, and existing ones can be replaced. Then I learned that Netland's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to rule, and it has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Soldier to feign an attack on Netland, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I can get was some room to carry out the weaving process. Lord Knight did say before that she can only reconstruct Netland's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Knight's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using the in Tibet as the base, I'm able to grow around based on the Kanrian of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Netland space-time. The superimposition is what allowed you and Derivative to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. She's not lying about that, at least. But that's what I don't understand is, why did Lord Knight agree to this? After that, the new Kanria was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation session. With those memories as more raw material and superimposed realm as template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hands is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of the new Kanria's ley line. With this, the nation once known as Kanria can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. When I first arrived in Kanria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I served as the princess for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. But recalling all misty and simply erased the part of my life I spent in Korea. I still see it as my second home. That's why my guilt weighed so heavily on me, but even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, I wish to speak with the Hellene principle as equal. I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Is shit of time? No? Oh, there's no dialogue here. I don't know why, but the way you're talking just doesn't sound like you at all. I mean, this whole thing, your plan, what does it have to do with us? All along, it's only ever been about us. Goodbye, Ether. We'll begin anew at the end of our journey.
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you!
Oh, the goddamn! I thought we were playing a world quest.
The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot, but looking a lot more glum.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your sister? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your sister? And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your sister accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your sister's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war! Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands. So it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast. Huh?
Eon-san, leave him be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
I thought everything is going to end right there. I don't mind that, but time for the nail on the coffin.
Let's burn this breeze.
Oh, she came back for a little while. Huh. So that's where they want to leave it off. But I think that's gonna have to do it for tonight. That's a lot of lore drop. I also need to go back and look at some things to get everything. But yeah, the girl is still Halo True. I think it's best to leave it that way. I do want to see the other option if we chose not to give her, but that's something we can go on YouTube. But we'll do Skirt's Quest tomorrow night. And then that will be it until HSR. But I hope you all enjoy this quest. Although there's a lot of muted wastelands. That will have to do it for tonight. I hope you all had a good night.